Papilo?
Yes! Our own Kanu Nwankwo.
Do you like Papilo?
I love Papilo.
Tell me about Papilo.
I love
And you
Papilo.
wrote about Papilo.
So this guy, he never had... So this person that we all celebrate, this, famous guy, top scorer for Arsenal, right? Was trained on the streets of Tetlo Street. People in Imo State, Owerri. When they hear that name, these were streets that were named after our former colonial lords. He came from a very humble background. His father by that time was a retired public servant. His mother was a petty trader. There were 2 other brothers and then about 3 stepbrothers. So 5 boys, no money, poor boy. In fact, he says that was a street boy. So it's not today where you put your child has football talent, you go and put them in. Even in Ibadan, we should take them to Adama Sigba Stadium small, right? The streets grew your talent, or you had nowhere to grow your talent at all, right? This was a boy who was a fanatic. He was fanatic about football. Now, at the time, they were not thinking about football as careers. It was just a passion and a love that just could not, I don't know, it was like consumed him. So every waking hour, this boy was playing football. But he developed his skill, his technique, his prowess. They will use rubber. So improvisation, we think that, I say this because we need to recognize that as limited as our environments are, it can still produce talent. Whatever the limitation, it can produce geniuses. These people were using stones, mock rubber, old tires to set up mock football pitches. They will use the street. When cars want to pass, they will disassemble their football pitch. The car will pass, they will assemble it back again. They didn't have fancy football boots. In fact, if they fall on the ground, they will come up with bruises and cuts and everything. This is how these boys develop technique. Not green grass, lovely smooth grass. This boy at some point, because he used to fall sick, they told him, his parents at some point, that this boy has a hole in his heart. Don't allow him do strenuous things. But his father and his mother, they didn't have money to take him to a big city hospital. They didn't have money. Simple. In fact, sometimes they won't eat. These boys will not see food to eat. I'm trying to do the kind of poverty, like humble conditions they grew up in. He didn't go to secondary school after primary. So, Nwankwo Kanu, his passion and discipline, right, kept opening further doors for him. His school discovered his talent early and started putting him in school matches. And that was how, at some point, he joined the standard local leagues, found himself into Iwayamu National. And that was the beginning of the takeoff.
That lanky Kanu.
Lanky Kanu, with a hole in his heart.
When I saw him in the Under-17 World Cup in Japan.
Lanky Kanu.
So this lanky guy.
So, you see, guts. And then if you read this book, the children I'm writing this for, when they read this book, because life is, you must prove, life will test you. You must prove yourself. For 3 years, this guy was benched. Everybody wrote him off. I'm fast forwarding now to later, his later career, international. He was already an international player. Do you know what it means for 3 years to be written off? So you are in the depths of depression because you want to believe in yourself, but everything your environment is telling you, no, your time don't pass. It's over. The minute you open any radio, any TV commentary, you are hearing, oh, he's a sensation of the past. Old time glory. Kanu is gone. Kanu is dead. Career dead. Oh, died before takeoff. Stillbirth. Oh, this, his glory days. Oh, it's good for him. He recorded the Olympics, Get it. So for 3 years, but you still believe. I'm saying this because life will test you. And given the environment we live in, Nigeria in particular, Nigeria is a dream that is always, aborted. And a lot of people have given up. Those who will build Nigeria are those who will have staying power. It's
like
not
Kanu.
Yes, you see, it's a marathon.
We thought his career was over. At some point when he joined Inter Milan, he bounced back. This was a guy coming from a heart surgery, repaired aortic valve in his heart. In fact, it took him over 6 months to be able to walk again. So even you yourself, you yourself as the individual, you've seen the fragility of your body. The man who believed in him, Arsene Wenger, who gave him a chance, right, had a history of working with players with injuries. So understood that in life, those who shine in life are those whose mind over matter, whose minds can subdue their bodies. That is, who present in this world a stubborn insistence
that I will excel. Those are the people that life, bows down to. And Kanu had what it took.
You said in February 1999, Nwankwo Kanu's prayers were answered. Arsene Wenger, one of the greatest club managers in football history, approached the managers of Inter Milan to sign Nwankwo from them so that he would play for the famous English club Arsenal. All the popular football commentators described the move as a foolish one. However, Arsene Wenger had watched Nwankwo's previous matches, both before and after his heart surgery, and was convinced that he remained an exceptionally brilliant player. To him, undergoing a heart surgery did not signal the end of Nwankwo's football career, as seemed to be the general sentiment in the media and among several football club managers. That means in life, we always need an Arsene Wenger.
You do. But you see, you also must match the support of the Arsene Wengers with your winning spirit. The reason why Arsene Wenger could take a chance on Kanu was because Kanu did not leave the arena. Kanu could have resigned. 3 years is a long time in a footballer's life. Many people would have counseled him, leave this thing, go and start another this thing, go and start another. The guy stayed there.
The power of conviction.
Yes. Don't leave the arena, don't leave the game. Don't leave the game. You believe in yourself. Stay there. Help is coming. It also teaches us that life is a collaboration. Because that later, picture that emerged needed the collaboration of a Kanu with a winning streak and a Wenger who would take a chance on a player like that. So we need to find our collaborators. We can't do this journey alone. That's also been sometimes the error of people in the past. The ideologues, the Puritans, the reformers. It is a collaborative journey. You must find, like minds and be strategic. This manager of a famous English club, not a little leagues club, not a small trenches club, right, came calling for Kanu Nwankwo. Your bright spark is there. The silver lining is really there. But don't stop trafficating your light.
Kanu. See the Olympics.
I described the football, that in the semi-finals, the
Atlanta
game with
96.
Yes, the game with Brazil. That was the semi-finals. The finals with Argentina.
Yeah.
2 tough countries, but the game that just broke everybody's mind was the game with Brazil. That entry, extra time.
Yeah.
That magic.
Golden goal.
That golden. No. Children must read this.
No, you have to read these stories. They are so motivational and inspiring. You have to read these stories.